I always try to give Hell's Kitchen contestants the benefit of the doubt, as this competition is not for the faint of heart, and even great chefs make their fair share of mistakes. But for certain other chefs, the pressure of Hell's Kitchen gets to them right away, as they can't even find their footing during the first couple days of the competition, making a very bad first impression, and leading to the ever so embarrassing first boot label. What's going on, guys? I'm FlynnMasters, and today we'll be taking a look back at some of the worst and most notorious first boots in Hell's Kitchen history. Now, obviously, pretty much all first boots have had some serious problems, but these first boots stand out more due to just how out of their element they truly were in Hell's Kitchen. Before we begin, if you love Hell's Kitchen, then please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as this is the place to be if you love long and short form HK content. With all that said, let's pay homage to some of the most legendary first boots in Hell's Kitchen history.
Bloody hell, here I go again.
Let's start off with the first true iconic first boot in Hell's Kitchen, with that being Polly from season 2. I've always said how it's unfortunate that Carolyn was the first boot in Hell's Kitchen history, as man, Polly is absolutely more of what you would expect from a first boot, and I wish she had gone down as the very first. But nonetheless, Polly still remains a very iconic figure in Hell's Kitchen, and is often regarded as the very first HK donkey. And yeah, I'm just gonna let these clips play out and not say anything more, as I think Polly's actions can speak for themselves.
It's an undone focaccia bread with a garlic dipping oil.
Undone, what does that mean, undone?
It means it's not done.
Right now, I'd rather eat poodle than put that in my mouth. Back in line. And what's that?
That's your risotto
Oh.
with butternut squash.
And where's the mushrooms?
So they're right in there.
Yeah, and why is it stiff? And this is with help. Are you happy to send that?
No, sir, I'm not.
Get it in the bin and start again.
Throw that away?
Yes.
Taste that, please. Yeah, and what do you think?
I think it's bland.
You think it's bland?
Oh, man.
Why are you serving me bland food? You're telling me it's bland.
Oh, Lordy.
In the Red Kitchen, Polly is making her 4th attempt at her first ticket.
This has been open for an hour and a half. We have served 0. Polly, stop what you're doing. You're now the kitchen donkey. Heather, get on the appetizers.
Yes, chef.
This is a journey, and right now we're going to hell and back to make sure we find the right person. And Polly, no chance.
But speaking of donkeys, there's probably no better case of someone being the first boot solely due to the lack of kitchen etiquette than Krissa from season 14. Cause here's the thing, while Krissa had easily the worst signature dish of the group, she made no dinner service mistakes. So why was she the first boot, you ask? Well, it's because she showed legitimately no kitchen awareness and seemed literally confused about what to do in the kitchen despite making her living as a chef.
I was in the cookie aisle, and I was looking at cookies.
What in the is that? Ginger cookie
ginger
crusted
cookie.
chicken breast.
Yeah, that's what's in there. What goes in a risotto?
You're missing the chives, the lobster.
Yeah.
A little bit more salt would have been good.
Okay.
And you put a little bit too much garlic.
I just want to run out of here.
What do you mean you want to run out of here?
I'm just terrified.
Krissa,
It's scaring me.
there's no terrified in this.
Chris, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What's wrong?
No, I needed to go to the bathroom for dinner service.
Would any of you mind if Krissa disappears to the bathroom before she pees her knickers? Okay, Krissa, off you go.
That's so embarrassing. Nothing, I thought he said pizzetta. No. What did he say?
He didn't say pizza.
We're gonna have 2 pork. What? 2 pork. 2
We're
chicken.
okay right now.
I know.
We're okay.
Sarah,
Yes, chef.
why is she hiding?
I don't know, chef.
On my what?
She's okay.
Come here, you. Go outside and see if you can help T.
Krissa is completely out of her element in the kitchen. Without Krissa, we're in better shape.
We end off this trio of donkey first boots with the biggest donkey of them all in Scott. Seriously, it's amazing that casting are able to find these types of people, cause some of the things Scott said and did made you question if he was actually a chef or an actor pretending to play the part of a dumb chef. Scott came into season 18 as a possible favorite, as he was the oldest chef on the rookies team and was an executive chef. Heck, he even closed down his own restaurant back home to come out to Hell's Kitchen. But let's just say, Scott would stand out for all the wrong reasons during his 2-episode run in Hell's Kitchen.
How many risotto are going? Just one. Ah. 1 pasta, table side, 2 risotto. Heard?
Yes, chef.
You send me 3.
What do you need, chef?
Oh my God.
But I'm confused, chef. What do
You're
you need
confused.
then?
I need the shrimp for the risotto.
I will put them on right now, chef. I'm sorry, chef.
Hey, Donut, why are you cooking the shrimp?
Pardon?
You'd already done the order. It's gone.
Table side.
Scott Lee is doing tableside. Come here, you.
Yes,
Come here,
chef.
come here. Let me show you what tableside means. Tableside means it's sat next to the table.
Yes, chef.
This is so embarrassing.
What have I not seen?
Well, I know beef extremely well.
Great. You should be a butcher. Take off your jacket. The good news is your restaurant's open tomorrow night. Now get out of here.
Yes, chef.
The next worst first boot in Hell's Kitchen is Steven from season 9. It's funny too, as numerous of chefs on the boot team screwed up that night, and there was some serious debate on who the second nominee should be. However, there was no need to argue about the first nominee, as that was unanimously Steven after his disastrous performance. Not only was Steven just a complete all-around mess on the apps that night, but he was so delusional that he thought Chef Ramsay was in the wrong at points when he said something negative about his food. A bad signature dish, a bad service, and a complete know-it-all. Can't do much worse than Steven did here in the season 9 premiere.
I've been cooking 30 years. Nobody else has a chance in this thing.
Honestly, it's like toenails from a dinosaur.
It's got good flavor.
It's got good flavour. You can't be that deluded. Put the plate down and work with 2 hands.
Sorry, Chef.
Hurry up!
Scouts are in the window!
Just touch.
They're springy, Chef.
They're what?
Springy. When you spring back, usually they're ready.
So they're ready, are they?
I feel that they're ready.
Sit down and eat them. Enjoy your springy scallops. Let me know how you feel halfway through. Bon appetit.
Oh, I think they're perfect.
I realised early on that Stephen had as much chance of being the head chef at BLT Steak as I do of winning a gold medal in figure skating.
I've mentioned this chef a lot before on this channel due to just how much of a meme he would end up becoming after his terrible first episode, with that being Tavon from season 10. Tavon's opening night dinner service wasn't just bad, but it's literally one of the worst services in Hell's Kitchen history. Not only did he serve up a raw freaking pigeon, but he essentially screwed over the entire service when he butchered all the scallops. And to top it all off, he thought it was one big joke.
Raw. The pigeon's still raw. Look, this pigeon's that raw it can still fly. Touch it. Stone cold and raw. Who sliced all these?
Someone else did my plasha.
Who sliced the scallops? Chef, answer the question.
I did.
Look at these. Expensive hand-dyed scallops. Look!
That's it. It's everything. We're in trouble.
You sliced all them. We haven't even served one table.
I guess I froze. I mean,
You froze.
what else do you want me to say?
You haven't even defrosted. You think it's funny? Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Up upstairs. Get out.
But let's not forget about his signature dish either, which was arguably the worst of the night, and on top of that, he was very arrogant the entire time, boasting about his executive chef status at 22. Cocky but can't back it up, a terrible signature dish, an all-time bad dinner service, and didn't even seem to care about his mistakes. In the words of Susan, what is Tavon an executive chef of? A hot dog stand?
Your position now is what?
I'm an executive chef in DC.
And how old are you?
I'm only 22.
You're 22?
Yes.
And you're an executive chef running a brigade of chefs?
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
How much vinegar did you put in there?
Like a drizzle.
Drizzle.
Well, more than a drizzle.
It's rank. I mean, it really is bad. I mean, really bad.
That's the first time anybody said my food was so up on so many different levels. This is horrible.
Alfredo, my ass.
Keeping in line with the season's order, let's now talk about the first boot of Hell's Kitchen Season 11, Sebastian. Season 11 was one of only 2 seasons that featured 20 chefs, which means you have to really stand out in the worst of ways to be considered the worst chef in a group of 20. And yeah, Sebastian definitely made sure he stood out from the pack. Now to be fair, while his signature dish was bad, it wasn't as bad as some of the other dishes, and honestly, his dinner service wasn't even necessarily an all-time bad one that would warrant a first boot, as Ramsay was on a kicking out spree that night, and didn't give Sebastian much of a chance to fight back after his slow start on the apps. But what makes Sebastian arguably the most iconic first boot of all time is his extreme lack of seriousness when it comes to the intense environment of Hell's Kitchen.
Okay, Mikey Wakey. Jackie,
We got
talk to me.
halibut, 1 Brazino.
Jackie Wacky.
Hey, come here, you. Zacky Wacky.
Chef Zach.
Hey, look at me. Hey, look. Is this a joke?
No, chef.
Yeah, do me a favor. Get out.
Yes, chef.
Get out.
Yes, chef.
Upstairs. Get out.
What are you doing?
Where the hell are you going, Sebastian? Okay, yeah, you can come back.
Second time. Get out.
God, are you kidding me?
F off. Wacky until the lamb's ready.
Yes, chef.
And when it's together like, oh, you.
Chef, can I please come back, chef?
You come here, you. You're making me look stupid.
No, chef.
You, for the last time, take him and him and get out.
An honorable mention to Gorov the following season, as he was also the first boot in a group of 20. He had a slow start on the apps and a terrible signature dish, but it was really one specific thing that made him stand out as an easy first boot for Chef Ramsay.
9 of you standing there playing with yourselves. Oh no, hey you, hey. Would you not stick our fingers in the food, lick it, and then go back inside?
I'll get a group, chef.
Don't worry about getting a grip. Next time, you're out.
We have an interesting scenario to talk about now, as it involves the first 2 boots of season 6 in Louis and Melinda. Now technically, Louis was the first boot of the season, as he got kicked out before Melinda was actually properly eliminated. But hey, I'm already going to break the rules in a second, so might as well talk about Melinda along with Louis here. As expected, the 2 both had very bad signature dishes, but while Louis was pushy about it, Melinda's presentation was just flat out bizarre.
My dish. It's very rich and succulent. It's luscious and velvety. You can just feel what's happening in your mouth and the satisfaction that comes.
Where's the lobster tail? Absolutely pathetic.
And then once dinner service came, they both had services so bad that it literally made Chef Ramsay's voice crack in despair.
Oh my God. Why'd you throw that away, Melinda? How much is in the bin? Look! Look! What the is this? Look at this! Look! Look! What the is this? Get upstairs, get your bags packed.
Can I help? Can I help in the kitchen?
Yeah, you can help me. Get out!
But to me, the worst first boots in Hell's Kitchen history is Matthew from Hell's Kitchen Young Guns. I know, he's not technically the first boot, as that goes to Ava. But come on, as we saw the next season, that could have easily been avoided had Ava just argued to stay. And in general, I think she was a plant by the show to promote her bodybuilding career. Okay, maybe I'm stretching this a bit, but I simply can't talk about the worst first boots in Hell's Kitchen without mentioning Matthew, as in my opinion, no chef will ever outdo his train wreck performance. The oldest contestant on Young Guns, Matthew wasn't even an actual chef, as he was a food blogger, but trust me, after the first 2 episodes of the season, I think we all could have guessed that. In the premiere, Matthew made a poor statement right away, having easily the worst signature dish out of the group.
I'm a big lover of shrimp,
Okay.
but I'm not very good at eating shrimp and the sack. Why didn't you clean the shrimp?
I didn't notice it. I was going too
You
fast.
didn't notice that? Would you like a little bite of the sack?
I'll avoid it. My bad.
Gotta get the poop out.
You're literally serving Chef Ramsay.
Were you actually drunk when you put this dish together?
No, chef.
So, I'm gonna give you a 2. Thank you.
He then narrowly escaped actually being the first boot of the season after his alcohol dish was an absolute no-go.
And what is that? All you, come here. You guys wanted me to eat pink chicken? Seriously?
No, chef.
No, chef.
And this is your top dish. Get back in line.
Again, I truly think his dish and overall potential was far worse than Ava's, but Ramsay kept Matthew around because he knew he would likely be a complete train wreck come dinner service. And yeah, train wreck would be an understatement to describe Matthew's performance on opening night.
Lamb, salmon, please.
Salmon's walking up now.
Hey, come here. Hey, come here, come here. Without even looking, slicing, just touch that.
It's rare.
Sorry?
It's rare.
It's rare. Oh, pass me a
Raw.
milk. Do you think it's funny in front of your chef table? I mean, seriously?
Yes,
Who
chef.
cooked that lamb?
Me, chef.
Come on, guys. Come on, come on.
Matthew makes a desperate attempt to get his chicken temperature right.
Matthew pulls out a digital thermometer. Where the hell did we get digital thermometers?
One chicken, one salmon. How long?
We have 3 minutes on the chicken.
9 minutes, chef. 7 minutes.
3, 7, 9. Come here. Yeah, all of you, come here. Matthew, what's going on?
It's just really fast, and we're trying. And
Really fast?
Yes.
So in Matthew's short HK run, he produced the worst signature dish of the season, made yet another bad dish that should have got him eliminated, and then finished it off with a service that proved he indeed had no real-life kitchen experience. Matthew's elimination was so obvious that Ramsay didn't even give him a chance to plead, and thus, his embarrassing 2-episode arc came to an end, and in my opinion, forever ingrained himself as the worst first boot in Hell's Kitchen history.
Matthew At Signature Dish, you delivered me a dish full of shit. In the alcohol challenge, you served me a raw chicken. Tonight, you served me raw lamb. Therefore, I'm not listening to your bull. Give me your jacket. And the next time you decide to cook protein, use it properly. Good night.
Thank you guys for watching this video of Hell's Kitchen's worst and most notorious first foods. If you enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, then please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and comment down below who your favorite first foods in Hell's Kitchen is, and if there's an HK first food you think could have made a deep run had they been given a second chance. With all that said, take care everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Get out of there.